Greetings, fellow traders. Bowen here. It's time for the lunchtime market update for Monday, April the 12th, 2021. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right. Well, let's check and see where we are with the market here today. So SPX, guys, is about flat, right? Down about 24 cents. But it doesn't feel that way, right? It feels like we just had a huge rip right here because there was a pretty big dip by. Last week's Mariposa candle's not getting a huge momentum follow through, and we're kind of choppy right here on the daily chart. And really not much more upside on this one. Was this the wave forward pullback or not? Or are we going to get up to this this 618 before things start to pull their way down? Let's take a look at the SPY here and see what kind of volume is coming in here today, and then we'll take a look at the futures. Really low volume today, guys. I mean, apparently there's a lot of folks up north that, in like the New York area, they're probably on spring break, so maybe not a lot of traders here today, but we did find some good moves on the S&P futures this morning. Again, this thing the never-ending wave up, right, continues to work its way up here, but we did point out a good short opportunity here this morning. You can see this is super tactical stuff, but basically on this this breakdown right here, we liked this reversal, this very low volume candle here, because first of all, we pointed out the initial sharp down move, right, and then we were looking at this doji as a potential reversal down. That didn't happen, and then we had low volume right here on this candle, and once this started to push break down below that candle, because this was a breakout candle but low volume, once we lost that, right, that gave us a good short opportunity here. Then it was pretty grindy for the majority of the way, and honestly, we kind of had the same situation right here where you had you had this kind of reversal down. Of course, this was increasing volume, and then so it was a little bit tricky right here. But this candle right here could have been a potential reverse, a short, a doji sandwich down type move. And once we got that lower shadow off of that, right, you could look to get in long off of this and get a move there. It was this stuff is really crazy tactical stuff, but there's some opportunities out there. So we'll take a look at some names that actually moved that we pointed out in the group that were pretty good here too. So good stuff there. Other than that, let's take a look at the MES and take a look at any geometric lines here that may have kind of materialized here today. Basically, at this point here with that big spike, we're kind of looking at sort of a channel type move. So I mean, it could be a rising wedge too. So just kind of keep an eye on that as well. So but mostly there's your trend line right there, right? And then you can kind of do whatever you want with the channel. At this point, you can kind of put it here, maybe, right? I mean, or down here seems kind of appropriate too because it's after the move. So we're kind of coming back in that channel right there. So keep an eye on that. Other ones to look at here, obviously the Qs. Qs, you get a nice breakout here out of this overnight triangle, right? So it's gave a nice bull flag up. That's helped by names like Nvidia, right? Which was a really nice move here today. I'll show you that in a second here. XLF again rejecting the pivot level high. Again, kind of interesting to see those. They've got earnings coming up this week. Apple with a big dip buy here today. It looked like it was going to dip by earlier, and then we saw this move here, which is pretty impressive. And back into the 15 orb range here. So good stuff there. And of course there's Tesla. So Tesla gave us a big spike here this morning. It's not easy really to get in this. It was one of the strongest names this morning. We looked at, I mean, this was not easy, right? This was strong, and then it had this nasty reversal. Then it had this low volume candle right here, and then it launched, and then it's like no follow through, and then kind of retagging the 15 orb high, which is nice, and it's kind of grinding its way up after that. So good stuff there. Other than that, guys, Nvidia. We talked about that this morning. This is on our 15 orb list today, and it turns out the 15 orb gave a really nice breakout. Why was it on the 15 orb list? Because they had their investor day today, right? It also gave an inverse head and shoulders right here, breakout through the 15 orb high, and a nice move. And members did really well on this, and it just gave a bull flag breakout right there for Nvidia. So really nice stuff there. Again, just amazing. It's coming up to like $600. So apparently it's going well. So good stuff. We got a few chart requests out there, so let's take a look at those. Okay, so first on the radar is Dkng. We talked about this last night. You guys can check out the link to last night's show on this one. It could be gearing up for a move, but it's just continuing to struggle right here. In fact, it invalidated here today. So breakdown below the geometric line and below the cloud with increasing volume. So be careful with Dkng. Zoom, another one to keep on the radar here too. Big dip buy opportunity on that one here today. Continue to push its way up. Beyond had a little bit of news this morning. It's kind of turning into a hammer, so see how that goes. We've got Roblox. Let's take a Roblox here on the radar. What a strong move here today on Roblox, guys. Big dip buy here after the IPO, and still continue to work its way up. Riot, guys, this was on Paul's bullish radar this morning from the bubble report, and has given a nice move up here at the daily cloud and over the ADMA. And then last one here is UPS, which is pretty impressive, guys. Nice breakout candle on this one here, as it's basically got out of the geometric line and got fresh all-time highs here through today's move. So good stuff there. Great find on that. Anyway, guys, really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hope everybody has an awesome rest of your trading day today. We'll see you guys at the market update and our market wrap. And until then, stay healthy out there and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game.